What does leadership mean to you?
Leadership to me means self-leadership. That means that I should be able to discover my consciousness level from where I operate, and also be able to find out the consciousness level of people I am speaking to, or I'm interacting with, or I am connected to on a day-to-day basis, including my partner, my friends and colleagues, or my boss, everyone else. And what that helps me is extend empathy and compassion towards their journey in life. And so that way I can lead myself to behave in a very pleasant, kind manner in the right time, speak the right thing at the right time, be discerning, and also model it to others, because everybody likes to be around peaceful people. So it's all about peace for me.
I love that. Yeah. Now tell me a little bit about your book. Obviously, yes, the purpose of that is to create impact for other people. Yes. Tell me a little bit about the reason why you wrote the book, first of all, and a little bit about what it is.
My book is about my personal journey from patriarchy to partnership. And while I was brought up in a household where I was equal to my brother, but I always overlooked that my mother was not given an equal say. So while growing up, I did not know that I was part of a patriarchy. But as soon as I got married, I began to see the difference when you are a daughter versus you are a daughter-in-law. And obviously I was bottom of the food chain. I was a new bride. I was not given, my ideas had no value, and that put me in shock. And that's when I started to think about my life, how it's going to be, what my vision was with respect to what reality was. There was no way I would be able to achieve my aspirations, my dream, if I would be subservient whole my life. So that didn't sit well with me, the idea of being subservient, and that's when I started observing my own self, my own behavior and behavior of women around me, why they are bearing patriarchy, and the reasons. So that led me to read a lot of material on recent history, liberalization, and why women are left behind, and why the women in West versus the women coming from colored cultures, they are more disadvantaged. And when I looked at all of that, I realized that it's not my fight against my husband, it's my fight against patriarchy. And there is a lot of education that needs to be created in this space, literacy that needs to be created. And first, let me figure out my own life, my own balance, equilibrium with my husband. And that's when I was ready to share my experience and my knowledge, and my qualified knowledge actually, with the whole world. And that's why I wrote the book.
And what impact has this had on people who've read your book?
The people who have read this book, first thing they said to me was, "Oh my God, this has happened in my life as well. Your life is just like my life." It's resonated, emotionally resonated with everyone who has read it, and they have understood their own behavior patterns that are responsible for their own subjugation. Because coming from patriarchy, we ignore red flags. We don't recognize them at right time until they become toxic for us. And so that's one eye-opening moment, light bulb moment for people. And then when they realize that they actually need to understand their level of consciousness, like in literacy, and apply it in their life, and life gets simplified. So that's something that I get a lot from people.
Yeah. And if you had to sum up your book or in one quote, a piece of advice, if anyone could just take one piece of advice from your book, what would it be?
Okay.
Putting you on the spot.
There are a lot of lessons, but one piece of advice is, if we change ourselves, the world around us changes.
Very impactful. Thank you.